What's up guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be taking a break from the BMW content just because I'm waiting on some parts. I think next week's video will be installing the angle kit because I've got the arms coming for that. Yeah, today we're going to talk about another car that I've got, which I haven't shown on the channel yet, but if you've been around since the other channel then you might know I've already got this. It's a Delorean, casually sitting there. So in today's video, I'm just gonna go over, show you sort of like an update video of where we are on this car, because we're doing like a restoration on it. Not a restoration, but all new gaskets and bits and bobs. I'll walk you around the car, show you what we're gonna do. Before we get into this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video. What I'll do, I'll put in a quick little montage of the car now before we walk around it. There she is. This is a 1981 model, so it's the Mark 1 version, where you can tell by the petrol flap. I think on the Mark 2 they got rid of that to cheap out, because they did everything they can to save money. There's a petrol cap under there. Unleaded gasoline only. As you can see, we've got it at the moment on some wood, just so you can get underneath it nice and easy. Pretty good. We don't have a lift or anything, so it is what it is. The leather has all been treated as well to stop it from cracking, because it's been sat for a while. I think my old man put some leather treatment on it and it's feeling a bit better now. My old man's had this car like 30 years or something. I remember going in it when I was a little kid. Pretty cool to go in as a little kid, to be fair. The funny thing is, my favourite thing about this car when I was a kid was it says Max down there. So I thought this car was made for me. It's always the little things, isn't it? As you can see, the doors don't really support themselves up. We're currently held up by some straps. But I think just get some new ones of these. They're quite heavy, these doors. So if they're not perfect, they won't hold it up. Got some big boy tyres on the rear. Chunky ones, what are they? 235/60 15s. Big old sidewall. Yeah, if we come around the back. Oh, there's a differential. There's a little space saver, the world's ugliest space saver. So 125, mate. 125/70. Yeah, if we open this up. This also doesn't stay up if I let go of it. But yeah, the engine is currently, well, in pieces, because I think we're going to go through, put all new gaskets in it, new injectors, just a complete refresh basically. Got to be careful because it's barely held up at the moment. But yeah, it's all open. V6. This was the 2.8 litre V6. I think it came in the Alpinas, and it's a mixture of Renault and Volvo parts that made these engines, and I think maybe even Lotus as well. Yeah, everything's just going to get refreshed. There was nothing really wrong with it. Put this back down. Before this car was stripped, there wasn't really anything wrong with it as such. There's no leaks or anything, but it's just been sat for so long, and I think, oh, actually the water pump, I think the water pump was leaking, so we need to get a new water pump for it. But other than that, I think it was all right. The odd misfire here and there, I think, from maybe old fuel, because it's barely been driven, this car. I think it's got like 20,000 miles on it, or 30,000 or something. Not many. Open the bonnet up. The front, oh god, that's heavy. Again, doesn't hold up. Hold it with my head. Got the fuel pump out. Drained all of the old fuel out as well. because that was all pretty rotten. It's mad, all this, all fiberglass. Smells like old fuel. Pretty cool window blades, they've got doubles on both. Yeah, underneath the car it's pretty mint, to be fair. No rust really, the odd tiny little bit of surface rust, but nothing. It all looks pretty good. These chassis are so cool. It's just like one big long lump down the centre. You can actually lift the shell off of it. The bell housing, what's this? All the bits and bobs, some of the gears there. More parts over here. Yeah, with this car as well, I'll take this off quick. Here we have the gearbox, because basically, ever since we've had the car, it's had a weird ticky noise in second gear. So Dad thought, pull the gearbox out, see what's going on in here, but there's nothing super obvious in here. The odd bit of wear and tear, but nothing really bad. I think there's a gearbox specialist up in Eastbourne, I believe it is, so I think we're going to take it up there and they're just going to give it a once over. Make sure it's all good before it goes back in. The other side of the gearbox. We've had all of the parts all vapor honed, all of the intake manifold, we've got the rocker covers, a few bits and bobs. I had them all vapor honed. Look really nice now. Just refreshing it all. Might as well while we're at it. I mean, it's a pretty cool car. It's not, you don't see these exactly every day. This car is actually in super good condition. All the interior is pretty mint as well. It's always been kept in a garage, never kept outside. Always been in good weather as well, because we used to have this car in Spain. Bought it back over a few years ago. It's not seen much rain, hence there's no rust, and obviously the whole body is stainless steel on this. It should be pretty cool once it's done. Take it to some car shows or something. Weld the diff and lower it. No, so many people would probably hate it if we'd started doing mental stuff to it. But I have seen one cool one here in England where I think his Instagram's 3D Nick. I think I'll put his Instagram up on the screen. He's got a pretty cool one. He's got it all on airbags, and he's had the wheels custom made, so they look like the original ones, but they're deep dish. They look mad. So props to him. But no, this one's just going to be a full factory fresh, basically. Also, if any of you watching this own DeLoreans, you know the smell. The smell of the DeLorean is so nice. I don't know, it must be the leather they used in this, but it smells so good. You can smell it, the whole garage smells of it. It's so nice. Yeah, this one's obviously got the manual gearbox, which a lot of them actually came in auto, so the manual's obviously the better version. But yeah, the manual I think is actually rarer than the auto, because there's quite a lot of autos. Also, this one's the black leather interior. I think the majority of them came with the grey interior, but I love it. The whole thing's everything's all wrapped in black leather. Really nice. So when you sit in this thing, you can barely see out the window. You sit so low in this car, and the window's like slanted like this. It's not like that. When you're sat in the car, that's all you can see. You can't see the bonnet. Even that's at the top of the window. You can barely see the bonnet. Even the keys are like super retro. Look at the keys. So retro. Big old bulky buttons. And that's your view out the back, which is not much. I love that as well. So cool, a nice little touch. The speedometer only reads 85 miles an hour as well. It obviously does more than that, but in America, that's what the law used to be. So cool with the stainless steel. Not something you see every day. I don't know what else to say about it really. It's a slow progress. It's not like the BMW where it's just like every weekend getting parts. Parts are a bit harder to get for this, and I think all we need, we're going to get all the new gaskets, like I said, and a new water pump, and that's it. Maybe some new injectors or something. I think there is actually a website in England where we can get the parts, but it's just been put on the back burner. It's just sat there. We'll get around to sorting it out at some point. I think the first thing we'll do is take that gearbox to the specialist and just get them to test it and see what that noise was. It might be something little or maybe a new cog, I'm not sure. So yeah, that's the other car on the channel. I'll try and keep you updated with it, but probably won't be doing any work on this in a while, to be honest. I don't want to get your hopes up. But make sure you hit that subscribe button if you do want to see more content on this, and drop a comment down below or message me on Instagram as well if you've got any parts, or if you just want to see more of this. I can show more in depth. Yeah, make sure you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.